Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and those of you with nothing better to do with an internet connection, Paul Johnson and Shane Hofer are proud to present the Total Stickcast. Buckle up and enjoy the unscripted, unadulterated neurosis.
3, 2, 1.
Shane would love to know that you do the 3, 2, 1 in his absence.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, it would.
Shane.
Yeah, it would mean the world to him.
Yes, it would.
Alright, so my name's Paul Johnson. I'm a freelance writer, author, vlogger, creator of the Total Stick Show, and all kinds of other things. You can head on over to everythingpaul.net to get an eyeful of all of that. And with me this week is the official DM of the Total Stick Quest, musician and beard aficionado, Terry Savage!
I'm back, baby! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as for in the news of the beard world, I have decided to grow my beard for the winter. So, and by grow it, I mean I'm growing my cheeks out. So,
Okay.
cheeks are coming out. So I've already got a good amount of fur on my cheeks going down my chin, and just oh man, it's so tough to get past that first little bit on your neck. Mm-hmm. It's scratchy, it hurts, and just I don't know. I looked up some beard tips, and for those beard people out there, remember that beard oil is not for your beard; it is for your skin underneath your beard. So there you go.
Oh,
because your beard takes so much out of your skin that it dries it out. So you take oil, you put it in your hand, and you rub it into your skin, not into your beard. Even though it'll make your beard look pretty nice, but you're going to want to rub it into your skin and try and work it in there, and then you will have a nice, shiny, and healthy beard.
Okay. I wonder how many people kind of just get into it in a fad kind of way. They're like, I'll pick up some beard oil and then smush it into their beard to no effect.
What? So it makes your beard look good, but I do it once in the morning and once before I go to bed. So, and then I put the actual beard balm into my beard, and so I'm trying to really get this thing going. Mm-hmm. For all those other people out there for beards, use a wooden comb. Don't use a plastic comb in your beard. As when plastic combs are snapped out of the mold, you're left with little imperfections, and those imperfections can damage and tear out your beard.
Alrighty.
Oh, and Paul's still typing away there.
I'm still typing. Yeah, you busted me. Busted, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
True that.
Busted.
Okay.
We were supposed to have a guest on tonight, the lovely Mrs. Jessica Lucci?
Yeah, I was wondering if you were waiting for me to pick up the end of that sentence.
No, I had to open up the tab.
Okay. Yes, indeed. We were expecting a guest.
Yeah. But she's having problems. Yeah. So you tell.
Okay, sure. Due to technological drawbacks, she's currently having issues. I guess is the best way to put it. So we will probably be having her on in weeks to come. I'm not going to commit to a date for you guys just yet on that because we need to kind of work out what that's going to look like because we actually have more guests coming up in the next few weeks and it won't be as easy as just pushing her on to next week. So, yeah. But we'll have more info about her in the meantime, and I think I posted about this on Twitter earlier in the week or something like that. But if you have any questions that you want to ask an author, feel free to send them to the Total Stickcast on the Total Stick Show on Facebook or Twitter, anywhere like that. You can email us, totalstickshow@gmail.com, and we'll make sure that those get in there and get asked to her as well when she does get on the show.
Yes, when she finally gets on the show, get as many questions as you can. We'll ask them to her. All right.
Indeed.
We should do an update on our other podcaster, Shane.
Indeed. So good news on the Shane front. Shane is free from the constraints of the medical system right now.
Woo-hoo.
And back home, which is amazing. And a little ahead of the schedule he was even thinking. And thanks to that, Mr. Shane will 99% be on the show next week. So we'll be welcoming him back and learning all about his mini adventures. So as we know there's Shane fans out there, come on back next week and you'll get to hear all the grand adventures that man has been on, and there's a lot to tell. So
the adventure of death.
The adventure of death. Yeah. No doubt.
I was telling everybody as he wrote like he said in your on your little podcast when you're at the hospital, he rolled the proverbial 1, but he had halfling luck, so he got to roll it again.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
That's no doubt, eh? No doubt. You're
Yeah.
speaking of D&D, you get to you're pretty excited because you get to play D&D in real life tomorrow.
I get to play my regular campaign, and it's been a while because I've been so busy with when my wife's trip and away for work and not knowing what's going on. But now it's finally going to happen. I got to get all my sound effects together. I'm very excited for my actual campaign that I put like a year and a half work into instead of just, winging it like some other campaigns.
Wow, I feel like we're getting. I feel like the side chick. Let's just be honest, okay?
Maybe just a little bit. It's still it's something completely different that I'm still adapting to.
Yeah, fair enough.
I was gonna talk to you guys. Maybe you guys, because I have like an actual D&D adventure called Horde of the Dragon Queen, and I think it'd be fun to do that. Because it'd take a lot of the pressure off me to create a world and stuff.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
so
fair enough.
I've done a couple chapters of it, and it'd be really fun to do. I could even make the maps in Roll20, or just do a completely visual style. Because everything's right there; it's written down, so we could just transfer the characters. Go. Mm-hmm. Oh, I tried to make a popping sound; it didn't go.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, that was crispy. That was a good popping sound. Yeah.
There we go. And you go from my world to the other world, and it's like, oh, look at that! Yay!
Okay.
Could be fun.
Yeah, maybe we'll look at that. That was a little bit of a. Yeah, I don't know if we'll go ahead with that, but if so, you heard it here first. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Well, I thought Shane was going to be in that recovery place for 6 months or so. I wasn't expecting him to get released in a week. I figured, every now and then me and you could take the actual campaign thing and take it to him with some dice, and we could actually play for a couple hours at the place. Right? And I could even do the sound effects and everything. It'd be cool. But he's already out. So
I know, right? He's mended quickly, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah. He's got a strong brain.
Yeah. Yes, he does. Well, I mean, he's as Knob, he wasn't too preoccupied exerting it on D&D, so I think he's saved a lot of energy. Yeah.
He took role-playing too far there. He almost did. No, he's smarter than our Knob character.
Oh, yeah. He made it out better than Knob, for sure.
Yeah. For all our international listeners, Calgary got a record amount of snow on Tuesday.
Oh, dear God, did it ever. Yeah.
Did it ever. Here we are. It's the national average temperature is like 15 degrees Celsius, so I don't know 55 Fahrenheit for our American listeners. And then it just came and it didn't stop. We had like 2 feet on our garbage can. It's almost all gone now because it warmed up today. It was just absolutely insane. And of course, what did the cops say? Like 216 accidents?
Oh, dear God.
Reported accidents?
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, people still can't drive.
No, it happens every year. The snow comes every year, and every year people are astounded to see it. My wife's work actually canceled today.
Yeah, everyone's did. I'm glad I didn't go into work. My friend, my one coworker works for Glass Doctor. Everything was canceled. People couldn't even get to work. Like the buses were shut down. Like the whole city shut down, and it was like, come on, it's Calgary. We're meant to be ready for snow, and we weren't.
I know. Even the buses, I guess I should it might require some clarification. The buses should have been shut down. The buses weren't completely shut down. They were just very ineffective. There's a lot of videos online from that day of buses sliding down hills and landing in people's yards, and the buses should have been shut down. In fact, they were just the better part of shut down.
Right. I remember I woke up and I checked my phone and it was like the number 7 bus is in someone's yard in Altador, and I'm like, holy crap, that's around the corner from my house.
Oh, that was around the corner from your place. I saw that too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was in someone's front yard. So I peeked my head up because I live in the basement, and I just had poked my eyes up over the sill, and I saw all the snow, and immediately was like, no, I'm going back to bed.
I don't blame you one bit. Right. Wow.
And my wife asks about this. She's like, well, what do you do? And I was like, you don't go to work, or you work from home. Or I was like, well, what about everyone else? I'm like, if you're not making it to work, no one else is making it to work.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. It's like, if you're late, you bet there's someone else that's even more late than you.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, you can't even get mad about it.
Yeah, it's like by the time you get to work, it's going to be over, and you have to turn around and come back, and it's going to take you even longer to get back home, and you wasted the whole day being stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
For a job you don't even like.
Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. Might as well just pretend you can't get the car. If you're not sure if it's a snow day, just pretend you can't get your car out. Like...
Yeah, that too. That happened to me last night. Like I swung in from home, wanted to go to the gym, couldn't get my car out, and I was like, I just parked here. Come on.
Oh wow.
Oh. Yeah. So luckily I have like a little extendable shovel that's metal, and I had to bang out all the ice on the road. I was like, grumble, grumble, grumble. Finally, so my tire could get traction.
Yeah, wow. It hits hard. It hit hard and it hit fast. There's trees that are knocked down and chunks of trees ripped off and everything because it's just so freaking heavy. Yeah. Like you mentioned, it wasn't that cold.
And also the leaves haven't fallen off the trees yet.
Yeah. That's another thing.
It's like we got snow, and now the leaves are falling.
Yeah. There's a whole section of street by my place where the snow has clearly removed the leaves from the tree because the whole stretch is just an indescribable number of leaves blended into snow, and it just looks like the yellow brick road. Like it just... It's really crazy. No, you're right. The leaves hadn't even fallen off the trees.
Yeah, you gotta be careful walking around my neighborhood in case it falls off and hits you.
Yeah, I'm actually semi-conscious of that. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Anytime you gotta go under a tree, you gotta watch out for that.
So, for all those people living in tropical climates, screw you.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say this.
No, we don't mean that. We love you.
As long as you let us continue to visit your places.
Yes. That's it. I'm moving to Tahiti, and I'm never coming back.
You're moving to Chuck E. Cheese?
I said Tahiti.
Oh, Tahiti! Okay.
Yeah. Does Tahiti and Chuck E. Cheese sound the same to you?
They kind of do.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't mind going to Chuck E. Cheese anyways. Get me some of that, some of those tokens and, dollar erasers.
Yeah. No, we should find out if there's a Chuck E. Cheese in Tahiti, and then we can make all our dreams come true.
Hey, that would be the most expensive Chuck E. Cheese in the world.
Fuck, can you imagine?
Yeah. The Tahiti is not an easy place to get to.
I've never been, but
no, I've only ever been to Mexico.
Okay. I was going to say, given that we were supposed to have a guest today and we're flying by the seat of our pants, we didn't have a whole lot of topics to discuss if you hadn't gathered by the update on local weather for the world. We're kind of without... I felt like I was going to say something at the end of that, and then I totally bailed because I'm not even sure what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, have you been listening to the show that you have not been on?
To the what?
To the show while you've been not on it.
Oh, sorry. Something squeaked in the moment of that. I didn't hear that. No, I have not. I apologize. I'm still binging on other podcasts.
Okay, fine.
They are addictive, and it's just like it's like people are like, "What kind of new music do you listen to?" And I'm like, "Nothing. Podcast."
Yeah, no,
actually,
I've been listening to a few.
Yeah, actually, speaking of really cool things, so two really cool bands came through town, Winter Sun and Neo Obliviscaris. They played up at the Gateway, and I really wanted to go, but it was expensive, and I was broke. And I was sitting at the Edmonton airport waiting to fly home, and the guy who recorded my bass in Finland was like, "Want to come to the show?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, I'm the stage manager. I could get you 10 free tickets." And I'm like, "Woo! Yeah!"
Sick. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, so I got to go. I got to hang out backstage a little bit and see two really awesome bands, Neo Obliviscaris and Winter Sun, and it was a good night. It was a lot of fun. So on the free dime. And I'm not drinking either, so it cost me the gas money up there. It was great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I had a good weekend. It was kind of very impromptu.
Yeah, but no doubt, a whole lot of things can happen out of the blue.
All the time.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, obviously the Total Stick Quest has been on hiatus. We never officially said that, but it's...
Oh, here's the official saying. It's on hiatus until Shane gets better.
Essentially, until we're all in a place where we can do this again. Unfortunately, because it was a lot of fun. But yeah, because you also with your work schedule and stuff like that, you've been really busy.
I've been crazy busy too as well. So
and Shane's been locked off. So
yeah, it's a lot of work, especially when I'm not at home for a lot of the time.
Yeah, no doubt.
And Shane's been locked up in the mental ward.
Yeah, exactly. Have you been on the road or working locally more?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I had to fly to Regina, and I spent the weekend at Lloydminster, and then made it up to Edmonton, and where else did I go? I was on another train somewhere.
Oh.
I'm just trying to. September went by in such a blur.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really remember what was going on.
Okay. Yeah, September was a quick one. Was a quick one for sure. But thank you to. One. Oh, I was going to take a second to say thank you to everybody who listens to the show because you made September a standout month. So
woo!
Thank you very much. We had quite a surge of listenership during September. So, yes, thank you very much for that. Were you about to say something as I said that?
No, just said quick one. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
September was a quick one, yeah.
I'm sure it was even quicker for Shane, but we'll see when he gets back. Yeah. I've been fighting with Facebook. I've been trying to organize I have so many Facebook pages, not Facebook pages, like different identities, but Facebook groups and stuff like that.
Oh.
That I'm in charge of pages and stuff like that. Yeah, people still do that.
Oh, yeah.
But not just groups, but like pages and things like that. Because I have a page for my book. I have a page for Total Stick Show. I have a page that curates funny pictures because there's not enough of those on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
And I got all those different kind of things. So I took one of my bigger regrets when I put out the book in 2017 was I made a Facebook page for the book, which was incredibly short-sighted because I should have made one for me, which I soon discovered a lot of people had done. There's the odd person that still makes one for a book, but it's typically author pages. So I decided that I was going to take some time this week to transfer to an author page rather than being a page for the book. So I tried to do that, and I tried to change the name of my Facebook page to reflect that, and Facebook said no. The audacity.
They're getting... Yeah, the audacity of it. I feel like Facebook got charged with another 1.5 billion fine because they keep getting hacked.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's just, what's up with Facebook? And then they turn around and they tell us that we can't do stuff like change names of groups. And it's like, hey, how about you stop selling our data?
Yeah, right? That'd be a good place to start.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't let me change it. They offered me the option to appeal that. I appealed that, and they literally just... Definitely a robot read my appeal as well, because they sent me back the exact same, we still found it violated this part of our thing, etc., etc. So it's like, okay, fine, whatever. I know. So I thought I'll make a new page, which is what I didn't want to have to do, because I hate being the guy that invites people to a new page every 6 months. I don't like that either. So I went about creating a new page, hoping I could merge the two pages, and because, again, the names were too different, I can't merge the pages. And their whole thing is I guess there's people out there who like pranking people this way. So they'll for example, New Jersey and New York don't really like each other, right? So you could have a page called New Jersey Sucks, and you get a whole bunch of people from New York to join it. And then on the quick one night at 1 a.m., you change the name to New York Sucks, and all these people are now a member of it, and they made you look like you don't like New York.
Wrong thing.
Yes.
I'm upset!
Apparently that's a legitimate thing, I guess. People do. I don't know. So it keeps you from misleading the actual cause of your page and shit they claim. So I created a new page. I couldn't merge it with my old page. So I decided, okay, I don't want to... If I invite people to this page, there's going to be nothing here. God, whatever. All the headaches of that. So I thought, I'll go ahead and I'll just share everything from my other page. I'll just go through in my downtime when I got nothing better to do. I'm looking at my phone. I'll individually share each post onto my new page. They let me do that in chunks of 10 before putting me in Facebook jail.
See, I've never been in Facebook jail before. What's it like?
Oh, it's a scary, scary place. It's just people who posted the wrong kind of cat pictures, misunderstood the rules. It's just no,
Oh, no.
no. But they banned me, but the ban only lasts like 4 hours. It feels so punitive and meaningless. And it's like every 10 or 20 things I would share, I'd get banned again, and then 20, 30 things get banned again. 20 things get banned again. So I had to go through this in cycles till I could finally move everything over. And then my account was so restricted. Then they made me change my password a whole bunch of times because they thought I was being hacked because I kept getting thrown in Facebook jail, and I don't make that a habit. And so I finally got everything moved over. I guess I'm kind of happy to say. But even the first day of having everything moved over, I couldn't invite people. I couldn't do all these things because my account was so highly suspicious by this point.
Oh, jeez.
So what a pain in the holy crap ass. But if you're interested, I have a new Facebook page, and you can follow me at P Johnson Author. So
there you go, P Johnson Author.
Yeah, but that was a nightmare.
Like I said, I've never been in Facebook jail. I wonder if like Google Plus and MySpace are in there too.
Yeah, right. That's why you don't see him anymore. MySpace doesn't exist anymore because it got shanked in Facebook jail.
It got shanked in jail. It dropped the code. Oh. And then Google Plus was like, yo, and it was just all dudes. Do you know anyone that still uses Google Plus?
No. God, no.
Yeah, it was this weird thing that looked really cool, and everyone's like, but Facebook still exists. So...
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, awesome. Look, it's a Facebook duplicate. Okay, I guess, I'll just use Facebook still.
Exactly. It's a Facebook duplicate with none of the people on it. And the only reason it even exists to this day is because it's Google, and Google's the biggest thing in the world, so they could just keep trying to shove it down our throats, but nobody cares. Like,
no.
I remember when it came out, too, they sent me an email because I had a Google, like, okay, now, let me preface this by saying, no, I don't actually think I was special, but I'm going to say, like, what they said. Because I'd had a Google account for so long or whatever, they sent me this email saying I was eligible to try the beta version of Google Plus. I think it was still called that even in the beginning. Google Plus and this and the other thing. So I got to try Google Plus before anybody else, which... If you sign up for Google Plus now, you can still try it before anybody else. But, yeah. So I technically had a Google Plus account, like, 7 years ago or something like that.
I know, it seems like yesterday, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a super long time ago. And there's Google Hangouts, too.
I know people that still use Hangouts.
Okay. What do you use it for? It's Skype, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. I'm not sure, because I don't use it, but I know people that do.
Oh, okay. And you're not sure what those people are doing over there, right?
No.
They're hanging out. They're just it's highly untrustworthy. Yahoo used to have something like that, too, and I just remember it became, like, this haven of filth and disparity, and now I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist anymore. It was like Yahoo Circles or something. Do you remember something like that?
Yeah, Google Plus had circles.
Oh, it was Google Plus that had circles?
Yeah, you had circles, so you could put people in, your different friends' circles. So you could put them in the creep circle, and then put them in other people's circles. So, the work circle, the vacation circle, the metal festival circle. It was a good idea, but you could just create groups in the Facebook crack chat, whatever you call it. But it's the same. It's the same thing. Facebook Messenger, crack chat. What do you want to call it?
Yeah. Okay.
Same thing. You create groups and you rename them. It's the same thing as circles.
It just seemed to me every time I heard about circles, it was just like it was some guy I had never heard of before in my life inviting me to join a circle that was like devoted to barnyard porn or something. Like it just
it seemed like weird.
Everything was creepy. It just seemed like everything about it was just creepy.
It was all guys, apparently. Like 99% of the population on Google Plus was dudes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's a sausage plus party.
Yeah, right? I can't imagine trying to start... Like, you see these places, they're trying to start a social network or, like, a dating site or whatever, and it seems like they probably had the best of intentions, but then it just... Because nobody's there, the people that do join these things are just the worst.
Oh.
Like...
It's the internet. Just most people are bad anyways. So.
Yeah. This is where it's not so bad that Facebook keeps such a close watch on us, but it's also a bad thing at the same time.
Do you like what you hear? Do you hate it and want us to make it better? Now you can show your support by opening your wallet and dumping it into ours. The Total Stick Empire is now on Patreon, where you can help support us and contribute to the making of more podcasts and animated shorts. In return, you get great bonus content from the Total Stickcast. To learn more, go to www.patreon.com/TotalStickEmpire. That's www.patreon.com/TotalStickEmpire. Now back to whatever train wreck we are presenting you with today.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of them days.
Yeah. You're exhausted, eh? They're working you pretty hard.
Yeah, just trying to make plans. We're trying to plan schedules for next year, and it's just like, okay, we have to go here. Oh no, but we have to be here by this time. Okay, well we have to go here then. Oh no, but you have to be back over there. Well, god damn it, we need more trains.
So scheduling nightmares, in other words.
Oh yeah, yes, we're scheduling nightmares, and it's
dear
like
God.
yeah. And it's just like, yeah, sure, it sounds like fun. I'll do it myself. Actually, we got a good chunk done, but it hit 4:00, and it's that time in the evening where you all just like kind of sit back and you go like, oh yeah, you just shoot shit about the old days. It's like you look at your laptop and you're like, just smacking it. Like, yeah, I'm not working right now.
The monkeys banging cymbals in your head.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what it was like by 4:00, and I'm like driving home, and I'm like, stuck in snow traffic. Seat's so warm. Don't fall asleep. Oh man. Okay. All right.
Yeah. No, being awake tends to be a good component, like good addition to driving. Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. Another weird housekeeping thing I keep jarring in between topics. We're now available in like a whole bunch of new places. I think we're up to like 12 different places that carry the Total Stickcast now.
Woo!
So again, I always try to ask during every episode, we appreciate your reviews. Please let us know what you think. But now you can let us know on Apple, Spotify, and Stitcher as well.
We're on Stitcher now?
Yeah, Stitcher now! Exactly.
That's what I use. Now I'll listen to the podcast.
That was the line? That was the fine line, was we weren't on Stitcher?
That was the line, right? Because, I don't want to have like 4 or 5 different podcast apps on my phone. There's too many to keep track of.
Okay. Wow, okay. Well, the truth comes out. Now I know why you haven't been keeping up with the show. Okay.
Also, Stitcher's a really good platform, so I support Stitcher. Stitcher, sponsor me.
Okay, then. I've never used Stitcher, but I know it's a big deal. Like, I know I'm not blind to what Stitcher is. I know
there's like premium podcasts that only come out on Stitcher, and like you could get. I was listening to Hitchhiker's Guide from the Galaxy. It's like the abridged kind of radio version, and they have it on Stitcher, done for Stitcher. It's really wonderful.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and there's like Wolverine novels and stuff that are on there called The Long Night. And oh, man. Yeah, it's like really like high-level produced, engineered podcasts come out on Stitcher.
Okay, wow.
Like us!
Yeah,
like
I was going to say,
yeah,
wow,
like
what are we doing there?
That's what I work out to. It's like I go to the gym and everyone is like listening to stuff, and I'm like, Harry and Hermione stole the Philosopher's Stone. Blah, 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 blah. The working out to Harry Potter podcasts, and I'm like, yeah, get pumped, yeah, get pumped. Screw you, Voldemort. Yeah.
Wow, I don't think I could work out to a podcast. I can't write. I've been trying to write with podcasts on in the background. Holy shit, I cannot do that.
No, yeah, I can't multitask with podcasts.
No.
But I could work out. So it's like while I'm lifting weights with my body, I'm lifting weights with my mind. So I get smarter when I go to the gym.
Well, deep, man. Holy crap.
Whoa, that's deep. So deep.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. So
yeah, fair enough. I used to listen to a lot of metal when I did go to the gym. I used to listen to a lot of metal.
Yeah. On those days where I'm like, yeah, I need to kill it. Yeah, I'll put on some like Amon Amarth or West of Hell or Lamb of God, and then I'll just like, holy crap, it's been half an hour and I've done everything. Oh my God, I can't make my arms touch. Oh my God, I'm so. Oh, look at me, I'm huge.
I can't walk properly, but I'm a monster.
Yeah.
Shit. I used to work out to 9.0 all the time. The Slipknot Live.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I have never been that big of a Slipknot fan.
A lot of people consider it a train wreck that's really only good if you're a fan.
Oh,
It's just kind of a messy live album, but it's a lot of fun, and especially if you just need to lose your mind doing something, it's really good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
Speaking of gym workouts, I am down to 221.6 pounds. Yeah.
Nice, congratulations. I'm assuming that was a goal of yours?
Actually, my goal is 215, and I'm getting there. So
Okay, nice,
we
nice.
shall see tomorrow.
You had a busted up ankle a while back that was preventing you from jogging. Are you, aside from the weather, are you physically capable of running again?
I am. It gets sore. I just saw my physiotherapist the other day, and she like takes her elbow and just shoves it into my calf, and it's like, oh my god, the pain hurts so good. It's like the pain is healing me. The pain is healing me. The pain is healing me. Ah! And so yeah, I've been doing a lot of physio on my ankle. I actually went for a jog in a town called Plenty, Saskatchewan.
Oh.
Yeah, I bought some new shoes, and I liked them so much that I had to take them out for a run. And
Okay.
I did it. I did like 20 minutes slowly. Almost died, but my ankle was okay.
Okay.
So I'm introducing some more high-impact stuff under my ankle, and I got to do one more session before she tells me I'm allowed to go back to Zumba. So.
Oh, that's exciting. You get to return to Zumba.
Oh, I know. I miss Zumba. I saw my instructor the other day, and I was like, I want to go.
We were so good together.
I know. It was so much fun. I'll be back, and everyone's going to be really excited. I'm going to come back with a comeback. Woo!
There we go. You're going to have the wildest outfit when you walk in there.
Oh, I better. I got to go get, like, super tight Galaxy tights. and sunglasses.
And sunglasses. You definitely sunglasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
That puts it
come
over
in
the
like,
top.
oh yeah, I own it. Oh yeah.
Got a new
Yeah, I was
attitude.
Yeah. For a month there, it was really bad. Like I was limping around. Like it wasn't getting any better. I was trying to fix it myself, and I finally went to a physio place down the road, which is great. It's right by my house, so I could do it early in the morning. And we fixed some things. It took 3 sessions to figure out where it was.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's like, the pain is here. And she's like, that's your bone. I'm like, but the pain is here. She's like, you can't have pain there. It's your bone. I'm like, but that's where the pain is. It hurts if you touch it. So, yeah, a lot of tendon problems around my ankle.
Okay, I was gonna ask. So, what's the what is that makes your bone hurt, but it's not your bone? The tendon issues?
Yeah, it's part of my solarium. No, Solarius.
I don't know.
Soleus. There we go. I was close.
So, yeah.
Soleus and peroneal tendons, which kind of start like on the outside of your calf and join the outside of your foot. And the soleum is kind of behind your Achilles, I think.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's all painful. So I have all these exercises I have to do, leg lifts, squats, stretches with the stuff. And I'm really working on it because I really want to go to Zumba because I like dancing.
That's your motivation.
Yeah. I
figured
my
you'd just
white ass.
I figured you'd just break down that sick beat for the rest of the episode. I was just gonna let you
Oh,
go.
sure. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't do that. I don't.
There's no way that will get old over the next 20 minutes or so. You could, I could make you beatbox while I list the places the podcast is available.
Why not?
Okay, go ahead. Drop that beat. So we are now available on multiple platforms, including iTunes, Podient, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Podchaser, Blueberry, Stitcher, Spreaker, and Digital Podcast. We appreciate your ratings and reviews on all of these platforms.
Whip, whip, whip.
Way to go! And that's
what
a
it
new
sounds
segment.
like when a white man beatboxes badly.
And that's a new segment on every episode now. I don't care if you're working.
Terry beatboxes while we list. Oh, God. I can't even say it fully in a sentence.
I'll come out with new things to list every week. It'll just be Harry Potter movies, Woody Allen novels, is whatever. Just anything I can come up with to list.
That means I have to come up with new beats every time.
Oh, yeah, you got to keep it original.
All right, totally.
Got to have those fresh beats. So anything
wake up.
Speaking of segments, is there anything you feel like shilling for this week?
Canadian Tire.
Oh, that's kind of random. Well, I was wondering about your jogging gear. You seemed excited about. Yeah.
I spent some money and got some decent jogging shoes. I got some Asics, which are top of the line, because I was like, if I want to run, I better, run in stuff that'll protect my ankle. And, it was that moment I walked into Sport Check and I was looking for, the shoe I had currently just to compare prices. And I was like, oh, I don't see it. And then I looked over at the woman's wall and I'm like, have I been wearing a woman's shoe this whole time?
That's great. And you have been?
I don't know. It might be.
Okay.
It doesn't say. Because it's a man's 13, but I think it might be a woman's shoe too.
Oh, so
it doesn't say.
You have a unisex shoe?
It might be a unisex shoe because it's kind of red pink. I don't know. It was a good Under Armour shoe. I wore it out for sure.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, at least now you got a good pair.
Yeah, I've got a really good pair. I'm excited about that. And the thing is, I bought a whole bunch of ankle socks, and I don't know where they went. I brought them home, then they disappeared. So,
that's
as usual. That socks. Ha ha ha. That was great. I loved it. It had a lot of soul.
Snap.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, these puns are healing me.
Oh. Wow. Okay, I'm totally over this bit now.
Oh! Well, you drop. Drop the other shoe, but
I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Yeah.
That's what it was. Oh,
yeah,
I missed it. Oh.
That's how we know this arch has come to a conclusion.
Oh God! Stop it, please.
There's too much now. There's just too much.
Oh, I know. I'm having a ball.
Oh God, that one almost literally I couldn't react and realize it all at the same time.
It's just too many.
That was yeah, okay. Now I'm trying to work in Tenant or something into the middle of a foot joke, but it's not working. Oh, wow. So last week's podcast, you didn't listen to last week's podcast, I'm assuming, because you didn't know we were on Stitcher, you elitist.
No, it totally went over my head. Also, I was out on the road and just like,
foop. Fair enough. Well, I made the gutsy decision to attempt for the first time in 3 years to drink on the show last week.
No way! Oh, yes. We should do a drunken show. That'll be fun. I haven't drank since I went to that wedding in middle September, so I'm approaching a month of sobriety here. So.
Okay.
Which is good for me, right? So.
Maybe we'll have to do that. I guess we'll talk about a good time to do that. I mean, I was coming off 3 years, so I mean, 6 beer was a lot doing a podcast.
Oh man, yeah, 6 beer is like a warm-up stage for me and my friends.
Oh dear God! I mean, there was a time, but after 3 years of sobriety, it took nothing to get me fucking the floaty. Yeah.
I felt a little ashamed at the wedding I went to because I just had my wife up here and we went on an expensive road trip to BC, and then I'm sat down at my desk and I got the notice from Gmail. It was like, oh, you have a trip coming up, and I'm like, what trip? It was like, oh, I have a wedding in Kamloops. I'm like, crap. I have no money, but I bought the ticket already, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll get my parents to pick me up, and I'll stay at home one night, and then I'll stay at the hotel for the wedding the next night in Kamloops and catch a cab back to the hotel. not the hotel, to the airport and fly back. It'll be fine. And my parents were out of town. I'm like, crap!
Oh no! Oh,
so I was like, let's wait. Should I? Yeah. So shall I stay in the hotel 2 nights, or should I rent a car and go home and have free food? And I was like, you know what? The free food sounds pretty good, and I get to go old home, right? Mm-hmm. So I wasn't even going to cab up there, so I did the Park and Jet, which was pretty cheap. Got on the flight and stuff, and I rented a car at Enterprise, and I walked up, and they're like, "You want a Mustang?" And I'm like, "Heck yes!" So I got a pretty new Mustang, and I just flew home. Like, it's an hour drive from Kamloops to Ashcroft, and I did it in like 40 minutes. And I burnt so much gas. And I was just like, you can put it in all the different modes, like sports mode, drag mode, like sport plus mode, track mode. And I was like, and then I was like, it was an open bar, and I was like, okay, I had to pay for the hotel. I might as well just pick up like a 15 case of Pilsner. But you couldn't take beer into the gallery room, the banquet hall. Okay. So I just put 4 of them in my pocket and stashed them under the table. And whenever I needed a beer, I just lifted up the table and like filled up my glass, like the cheap man that I was. And then at one point in the night, I was like, where are all my beers? And I literally lifted up the tablecloth, and there's this mountain of empty cans. And I was like, oh, man, I think I might have a problem.
Shit, that's like a Trailer Park Boys episode or something.
I was being greasy. I was. I was dressed really nice, though. I had my little beer jewel in. I wore the full suit with the vest. That's why I was able to get 4 beers in there and look inconspicuous.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
so.
That
was a lot of fun.
Just hide them in your beard. I don't know.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah. Clearly a joke by somebody who does not have a large beard. That's just a cartoon-ass thing to say. But
I wonder what I could hide in my beard. I could probably hide a doobie in my beard without anyone noticing it.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. It's long.
Yeah. Well, you won't have to soon, because we are like 10, 11, 12 days away from legalization.
Yeah, I know. There's, it was funny. This legalization's coming out, and there's all these public bans happening now. It's like, it's legal to smoke it, but you're not allowed to smoke it anywhere.
Yeah. I know.
Like,
it's going to be...
crap.
It's going to be weird to see how all this plays out in the first year, because so many of those are going to fall apart, and so I don't even know what this is going to look like. It's going to be a crazy ride, though.
It's all the Bible bumpers the Bible bumpers in Alberta are going to have a rude awakening, being like, you can't stop them smoking in their front yard, right? There's allowed, or on their deck, or anywhere. Like, they're going to do it. What do? You're going to call the cops, and it's going to be too late. It's going to be put out, right?
Exactly.
It's like, how often do you see someone being arrested for smoking in front of a building within the 10-foot zone?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to say.
It's not going to happen. It's just going to be a whine. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it's smelly. Well, fuck, so are you.
Well, and so much of it, and it already is so overlooked by so many people.
Yeah.
Too. It's already not a big deal to a lot of people, so...
No, but did you read that article about all the different fines you get for driving high?
No, I haven't read the article yet.
Oh,
no.
man, yeah, Alberta is pretty strict, but then Ontario is like, yeah, whatever, jail!
Okay.
Yeah, and then Alberta's like $1,000 fine, demerits, $5,000 fine, demerits, and then jail time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's not even a warning. It's like, you're done if you get caught driving super high.
Mm-hmm. I think the other thing that will take a lot of ironing out will be how it's handled differently between medicinal and recreational.
Yeah, you're still not supposed to drive if it's medical.
Yeah.
Right?
No, well, exactly, but you can down a couple Percocet, jump in your vehicle, and go to work.
Of course, because you bought that over the counter. Actually, no, wait, that makes complete sense, because... Yeah, that doesn't make any sense now. So, what if you have glaucoma or something and you need weed to fucking see?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. So they're going to prescribe it as a medication. They're going to say it's all good. It's a medication. You have to get it through these avenues. And I mean, it's legalized as a medication now. But you have to go through all these avenues, etc. You have to get it from a licensed producer, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to rectify that medical light they're shining on it. They're going to have to rectify that with, well, what about all these other medications that you can do and drive that are arguably much worse? You know, so
there's going to be some studies done. Well, I had something before I totally lost train of thought. Derp, derp, herp, derp, derp.
it's going to be a revolutionary change either way, just from the standpoint of it. Truly revolutionary from the standpoint of we're going to see so much change and so many little things ironed out, as with any major change to law like this, that, 20 years people won't even think about.
No, but still, don't ever... It's like if you have investments in any kind of weed company in Canada, you're not allowed to go into the States.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, if you have any ties with any kind of weed company or even admit that you smoked it in high school, they're allowed to deny you entry at the border.
I haven't heard about that.
Oh, yeah, I've heard all about it because I cross the border all the time, and it's stupid.
Wow. Yeah, there's going to be a lot that just can't stick.
Yeah.
In the
so
end.
Technically, Justin Trudeau isn't allowed in Canada.
In the States.
The States.
Yeah.
Justin Trudeau isn't allowed in the United States because, he smoked weed once.
Yeah, right?
Right.
Huh.
It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, there's a lot of celebrities who won't be traveling. There's a lot of, that can't hold up.
No.
Oh, my God. Okay, so my wife just came home, and she just came in with the mail and handed me the Canadian Cannabis Act. Literally came in the mailbox. Right this second. Yeah. So it's very bad podcasting if I attempt to read it and then convey what I'm reading. But so I have the Cannabis Act in my hand right now.
Wow.
So,
speak and ye shall receive.
No doubt, right? So, it says you can't drive high or work impaired, etc.
We got those rules in mind, and got serious rules for people that drive trains and do heavy machinery and stuff. You have to report fit to work. And, for these guys, they're driving all the time. Like they just shouldn't risk it at all.
No. And that's where the separation's going to have to come in again, right? Because there's the part of marijuana that they're saying is like a drug, so like glaucoma, pain, depression, whatever, right? So there's that part of it. So okay, it's a medication, that's cool. So you should be able to do whatever you want as long as you're getting it through certified channels. Then there's the other half of it where they're legalizing it recreationally in the sense that alcohol's legalized. And okay, that now with alcohol, no, you can't go to work drunk. You can't do that, and you can't drive down the street hammered. But on the flip side of that, you can do all those things in a lot of cases, taking prescription medication. So which is it, right?
Well, you have to open up about that to your company if that's required, right? You got to state that, right? You can't just show up. It's like you can't show up for a job interview baked and be like, "Hey, it's my medication, man." Like, right? Yeah, I can fly that plane. Yeah, dope. Yeah, you can't do that. You got to, if you're on medical marijuana, you got to state to WestJet that you're on medical marijuana for whatever use, but you will show up to work fit for duty. So, yeah.
That's going to be so many other things to get worked out for them. It's going to be very interesting to watch it happen.
Yeah.
Next week we have Shane back with us on the show.
Possibly even my wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she'll be in town, so if we're not busy, I want to be here to say hi to Shane. Yeah. But I also have my wife in town, so we may not be doing much. Yeah, so.
Yeah. I'd understand. Okay.
I'll ask her if she wants to be on the podcast.
Okay, sounds good. Sorry. Yeah, I deliberately didn't book a guest kind of thing for next week because whoever it was would wind up being completely overshadowed by Shane's return because he's going to have a ton to talk about. So it was, no point doing it. And we can't have him back and not acknowledge that to our loyal listeners.
Right.
Who I've got to say, thank you, Canada, I guess, because as much as I didn't expect us to be locally, because I haven't gone out of my way to make us locally popular, we don't pride ourselves on being Canadian or anything. We're not the Canada guys. Canada is still our leading place, so thank you, Canada. Yeah.
All those people out there enjoying their wonderful fall weather, except us.
No doubt. Well, I think probably we can think about getting out of here because I think there's things. I think there's things you want to be doing. I think you want to sleep and do stuff like that.
Yeah, I gotta sleep.
Yeah, and we got a late start today because of our because we, like I said, we were gonna have a guest and we didn't, so there was some complications at the beginning of recording with that. So we got a little bit of a late start, and it's evening time here. We're generally in the afternoon recording this. It's like night almost.
I gotta work in the daytime.
Yeah,
I'm a regular Joe Blow. Gotta work.
Yeah, so let's end this so we can live our lives and So next week, probably Shane, this and the other thing, we'll keep you appraised on social media as to everything that's happening. We are officially on Stitcher now, so go ahead and leave us your reviews, your ratings, etc. Anywhere where you get your quality podcasts, because we're probably there somewhere, So, all right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, bye! Okay, awesome.
Thank you for joining us on the Total Stickcast. Connect with us online through Twitter and Facebook at Total Stick Show. And you can watch the things we make on YouTube by heading to youtube.com and searching for Total Stick Show. Or you can also find our content on newgrounds.com by going to totalstickshow.newgrounds.com. The Total Stickcast is available on Google Play as well as iTunes, and your reviews will help other people find us and help us grow. Please take a moment to let us know what you think. The Total Stickcast is hosted by Paul Johnson and Shane Hopfer. You can connect with Paul Johnson directly on Twitter at OffTheLP or at everythingpaul.net. That's everythingpaul.net. You can also reach us by email at totalstickshow@gmail.com. This has been the Total Stickcast. Thank you for making us a part of your day.